Story time. So let's talk about something that happened to me yesterday. Well, I shouldn't say yesterday, maybe like a couple of days ago. To start off, let me put down my phone somewhere. And I'm also going to be showing you guys what I'm editing here on my pad, on my editing pad here. Yeah, basically, I recently got a car last year, right? And I wasn't too happy with what I got out of the car. I'm not a car guy, so I don't know much about specs and whatnot. So I was like, I always had the intention of possibly trading it in the future. And so something came up where it kind of gave me a reason to trade it in. And basically, I was driving, going to get some breakfast in the morning, start my day off, and there's this huge ass motherfucker pothole. And this pothole was like deep. So my car, the right wheel goes over the pothole, and it smashes the I think what do you call it, the cover for the wheel, I don't know what you call that, but yeah, the cover for the wheel just cracks in half, right? It's still on the tire, right? So I'm not aware of any kind of further damages that I might have done to the right front tire. So I stop by the Starbucks, get out the car, and look at it, and it's cracked. So I'm like, fuck, this is not what I need right now. Shit's going down in life. Fuck, wasn't really anticipating this. So I'm like, okay, it can't be that bad, right? So I finally take a good look at it, and also the rim is a bit bent. Now, from what I was reading, if the rim is bent, it could cause like air leakage and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, fuck, let me call my mechanic and see what I can do. So he tells me that I should go to the dealership and get a new cover, and then I don't know, ask him how much a rim will be and all that kind of junk. So I go over to my dealership where I bought my car and talk to the dude. The dude's like, damn, the rim is expensive, B. So I'm like, I figured that it would be that expensive, I think he told me like the rim alone was like $460 or something like that. The cover was like $160. I was like, fuck. So I'm looking at like a good maybe $600 and change to get all that fixed up, right? So he's like, oh, you should try a junkyard, see if they have some parts and whatnot. I'm like, I'm not trying to hear all that. Go to the junkyard and get some spare parts. But I know it'll probably be the cheaper route, but I was like, okay, what options do I have? I'm like, I've been waiting to kind of switch my whip since I got this one. And it's only been a year. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to a dealership, ask for a quote, and see what they can do for me, They did pretty good the last time. So I go over there, talk to a new guy. The guy I dealt with before is not there at the dealership anymore. And the new guy's like, yeah, I could do you something. Telling me a whole bunch of prices, showing me a bunch of different cars. And he wants to do a credit check. He wants to do a credit check or whatever to see the approval of whatever they can get me. And so I wasn't too happy with what they were offering in terms of bi-weekly payment. So I was just like, nah, I don't want to do it. So dude goes, okay, well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. We'll just cancel. Blah blah blah. Can you sign this form? Now I'm not talking to the salesperson anymore. I'm talking to the the I don't know, I guess the manager of some sort, I don't know what you call it. And basically he's like, oh, you gotta sign this form. So I'm like, man, I ain't signing shit until I read what I need to read. So I'm trying to read it. He's like not really like trying to let me read. And he's like, oh, it's just a cancellation form so that way I can give you back your money. I look at this thing, it's in no goddamn cancellation form. It's a bill of sales form to say that he sold the vehicle. I'm like, I'm not signing that. What the hell? He's like, oh, you gotta sign to get back your money. If you don't, you ain't gonna get back your money. I'm like, dude, no, that's not right. I'm supposed to get back my deposit that I put down to hold the vehicle if I decide to buy it. Right? And he's like, no, that's not how it works. I don't know what your sales guy told you. I'm like, I didn't sign shit for him to take my money and keep it. The only thing I signed was for him to do the credit check, right? And he's like, you gotta sign this form. Is this our company policy? I'm like, I don't know no damn policy about having to keep your deposit. What your dude told me is that it could come. So I decided, you know what? This is going left, you know. Let me fucking record this guy and show it to him as evidence and take a picture of this bill of rights form, this bill of sales form. So let me take a picture of it. And this guy's arguing with me. I'm like, oh, do I have to like call the cops to come down here so I can get back my money? Because I know it takes only 5 to 10 business days for you guys to process that payment back. And he's just like trying to avoid that, and he's trying to tell me I can't get back my money, or he'll say you're gonna get back your money in like 15 business days, and he's all changing up his stories like I can't guarantee this, I can't guarantee that. I'm like, no, you can't. I need my money back. I didn't sign no form. Give me back my money. So dude's acting kind of funny. I'm like, yo, I will call the cops. I will definitely call the cops if that's the situation we're in right now. So he's just like, okay, the latest you'll get back your money is like Wednesday. I say, okay, I'm going to come back Wednesday. If I don't have my money, the check ready for me to get back my money, my deposit, I will definitely be contacting Hunvik, which is the, I guess, organization that works for people who are buying cars, who are victim to like sales fraud and stuff like that, stupid shit like that. Like this basically to make sure people uphold their end of the bargain, right? Especially companies. So that was my story, and it just made me kind of feel kind of weird. Like some people are just true liars in a sense, right? And it just makes me see that you really, at the end of the day, always got to read what you are buying. What you read every contract that is out there. And that really ticked me off. I wish it didn't happen like that. I was hoping it would work out, but it is what it is. It is what it is, He tried to scam me and try to tell me that, bro, oh, this is a cancellation form. Ain't no damn cancellation form, my nigga. Like that's a full fucking sales form. It even has the price and everything, saying I agree to this and this and that. And I'm like, whoa, I know terms and services agreements and terms and condition agreements, and I know because I have my own business, so I know what I put in mind just to save my ass. And I was reading, I was like, this ain't saving my, this is a sales form, like to confirm when we sold this shit. I'm like, nope, not signing it. Because I'm guessing what the form does for him is basically him and the salesman will get a percentage, will get their bonus if they say they sold this car, even if they didn't, right? And I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that, because then I'm also agreeing to other stipulations in the terms of agreement in there that I'm not going to agree to. I'm not signing that shit. So yeah, I was just not having it. This day was pretty upsetting day. So I wanted to kind of share that story, and just make sure to let everybody know to always read everything before you sign it. Always, because you sign some shit and it's just a wrap. And you know what made me really want to read to make sure that I wasn't signing some stupid shit? I remember I was watching State of the Culture. I just reminded in my head State of the Culture, Everyday Struggle, where they talk to artists and signing their contracts, signing their rights away to their music and stuff. And I remember watching it, and I'm just like, bro, I can never in my life have that happen to me. I need to always make sure I read every single shit. I don't care how fucking long the form is. If I'm signing something with money or my rights or my identity in there, I'm fucking reading it. I'm reading it always. I'm not going to fucking skim through it and stuff like that. Because I have clients that literally will shoot with me and will skim through everything, not reading a damn thing, and then come back and tell me that I didn't know that was on the form. What do you mean? I fully tell you to read it. See, I'm not a scam artist, and I don't need to scam you, but I want you to read this shit, right? So that way we're both protected and we'll both get exactly what we want out of this session, right? That's why I'm so like straightforward when I'm messaging people. I'm not keying and laughing it up with you guys, because I want to make sure that everything is like on the ups and ups, and we are both in agreement and understand each other about what we're both getting. So yeah, that's pretty much why I act the way I do before we do shoot, or why I might seem a little more colder than usual. But yeah, I mean, you gotta definitely read before you sign shit. Just read. That's it. I mean, even though the Canadian law protects photographers and visual artists when it comes to taking pictures and all that junk, right? Even though it does that, I want you to know that they do that. I want you to be aware that, okay, if you do want to own your pictures, I have no problem giving it to you, but for a fee. Because you have to understand, just like that guy, every sale he makes a bonus out of it. Me, every photo I take is a new client, because they get to see what I do. They get to see how I work. They get to see, how I basically make magic, and that's really what it is, right? So if you're telling me I can't post this picture, I can't display this picture on any social network or whatever, right? And you haven't like made any kind of agreement, signed any kind of papers, or even paid the fine of wanting to own those kind of rights, then it doesn't make me any money. If it doesn't make me any money, and then I'd rather not work with you if you're causing me that much stress over that kind of shit. So yeah, I mean, like I said before, read everything you post. Make sure that you don't get caught. don't get caught slipping. And sometimes the deals, if the deals sound so good to be true, just always think it over. Always inquire with other people, knowledgeable people, before you sign away anything, you know. I personally didn't have a lawyer or anything sort, or a friend there while I was trying to get this new vehicle, but I'm pretty business savvy, and you know, I use my head. So I just knew that was no cancellation from it. You shouldn't have to sign anything to get back your deposit, right? Especially if there was no stipulation about like no refund on the deposit, which was, he was trying to tell me there's no refund on deposit. I'm like, no, that's not what happened. Because when I got my first car, my mom got back my mother made the deposit for me. She got that deposit back, right? And I was just like, nope, what you're saying is not fact. I didn't sign away anything. I didn't sign a form saying you won't keep my deposit, nothing. You didn't even do the service that you were supposed to provide. So no. That was my story. You know. Be careful out there. There are very sleazy individuals looking to, you know, and they'll do anything. They'll call you brother, sister, family, like all types of shit, just to make you feel like comfortable enough for them to do shit for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, this guy was all telling me, like, this dude told me, he's like, yo, when I've been calling you brother, you know, you should you know, try to work with me here. I'm like, bro, no. That's what are you talking about? No. I want my money back. And that's it. It's plain and simple. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my little small editing session. I think I'm going to do more of these and post them up and have conversations about daily shit that happened in my life. If this is on YouTube, make sure you do that stuff that YouTubers always say, like, comment, subscribe shit. You know, if you want to hear more of what I do and all that kind of crap, and see more of my lovely editing skills, you know, because I feel like I do need some sort of outlet to express myself more than just photography. And I never get a chance to talk. You know, I'm always so silent and to myself. Has come to my detriment. I don't know how I'm saying that word right. And I feel that, you know, an outlet to express yourself, to sometimes vent, is good for you, good for your soul, good for you, you know. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy that story and kind of learn something from that. And in the future, like I said, read shit over. Don't be stupid. Read shit over.